Hey there, everybody. I hope all of you are having a great Saturday. It is, man, oh man, oh man, October is just kind of flying by. And down at the farm today, we've got our favorite face painter down, so we're really happy about that. She is just an incredible person. She's one of the happiest people that I've ever met. And you know, we run into people and we think, well, oh, she doesn't have a problem in the world. She's the happiest person I ever met. But the thing is that all of us have our stuff, and I think it's just marvelous when we meet someone who is kind of shifting from being a person that's about the stuff to just recognizing, you know, that happiness is a goal that we should reach for every single day. And you know, your happiness does not have to be effusive. Your happiness, your joy, it doesn't have to like bubble over, right? You just have to keep that even keel, and I think that's really, really important. Anyway, she's just one of my favorite people, and she creates so much joy, like with those little kids and painting their faces, and they're just crazy about her. So I'm very happy that she is at the farm this morning. You guys, I have some 5x7 journals, and I want to show you these. You guys had kind of asked about the Big Mama journals. Now, Big Mamas are 5 3/4 by 8, so they're a little bit bigger than these. These are 5x7. You know, we were doing a 4x6. We were doing the 1-inch spine. So these spines are, you know, much bigger. Hold on a second, and I'll let you know how big these spines are, because I was kind of curious about that. They're 2 1/4. So big fat journals, not quite as huge as the Big Mamas, but again, I'm utilizing the books that I have right now, and also utilizing these fantastic fabrics that Miss S sent along. I am so tickled, especially with this. You know, I just love, like, I am a, you know, child of the 60s, so, you know, it's all about flower power and peace and love, baby, right? I want to show you these to you guys. These are $37. They will be $8 to ship because they're a big journal, and I really do love using those priority mail envelopes with the $8 shipping because they're padded and all that good stuff. The bead spine, again, is courtesy of Miss S. Got all kinds of fun going on here. You got hairy paper clips to play with. Hairy paper clips are made of fiber and fabric. I dig the closure. I think that sparkle is just sweet as it can be. I love the colors here. It's just a fun journal, y'all. This one does have, now this pocket just kind of happened. I didn't really plan it, but it was, like I said, it wasn't planned. It just happened. So you've got a little pocket in the front right here, and I did put in some pattern paper. I took a lot of the elements in these journals from Miss R. Sent us a stack of vintage greeting cards, and a lot of them were big, oversized cards. So beautiful. And they were addressed to Ida. And Ida was an absolutely beloved mom and grandma. It's been a delight to visit Ida's greeting cards from her kids and her grandkids, her nieces and nephews. It's just been the sweetest thing. So I did do a card harvest, and a lot of the items in here are from Ida's cards. So, you know, you got good vibes going on already. This is a little layered notepad right here that starts us off. We've got a bit of fairy fabric right here. I'm not going to unload the pockets because they're stuffed. They're really hard to get back together once they are unloaded. I did, excuse me, have some of our kitty cat calendar left. and that's been fun. You know, elements from my calendar harvest, which I've been crazy about doing lately. Look at that little ladybug. I love her. She's kind of metallic brass, and I just thought she went really well with this whole little ensemble here. I tried to curate these books and make them very easy for you to pick up and put something together right away without having to look through the whole book. Each pocket is curated. Everything in the pocket goes together. These little items that are stuck in here with the hairy paper clips go together. Got a big fat chunk of pattern paper for you guys. Lots and lots of stickers to play with. Look at these. They're just absolutely gorgeous. A little bit of 1906 ledger paper. Love the writing on this. So historic, so beautiful. A magazine harvest here. I think this was our Wall Street Journal magazine. New item. This is from a book called Beautiful Britain, and they are drawings. And it reminds me so much of Edith Holton, The Diary of an Edwardian Lady. Remember that book that we were using? Really, really pretty. I like the way all of this goes together. A little notepad for you there, a little handmade notepad. Another sparkle. You know, my mom loves these, so thank you, Miss R. You have supplied me with things to send to my mom for the next couple months. Mom loves the card fronts that look like it's snowing or has snowed, or, you know, has you know, nature scenes on it. She just loves things like that. So I sent her a few of them this morning. Got a little bit of beach going on for you. Salvage script. These are notes that I gleaned from Miss Ida's greeting cards. The castle image. These are from Miss K. Miss K sent us Italy from her. She had one of those big stack calendars and sent us the whole calendar. So excited. As you guys know, you know, I was my sister blessed me with a 60th birthday present, and we went to Italy last year in April. It was, you know, I still can't believe I did that. I will watch things on TV and they'll show something from the Vatican or something from Italy, and it's like, I have stood in that place. I have been to that place. And it just really does seem like a dream. But I think that the best vacations and the best travel experiences really kind of do seem like a dream, don't they? Seems like it was so enchanting and wonderful that it seems more like a dream and less like something from reality, right? It's a good memory. Again, some salvage script for you. I love salvage script. I love reading those notes. I think they're so sweet. And like I said, Ida was good gracious, she was much beloved, my friends. All right. We'll call this one Peace and Love. Peace and lovey-dovey. I love the fabric here. It's very, yes, it's very spring-ish. It's very kind of natural. I love that it's got bees on it. It's got ladybugs on it. It's just really sweet. And I did totally enhance the bead spawn here by using colored beads that went with the fabric here. I always try to do that, but sometimes they just turn out like yes, that's pretty. We like that. The closure has a brad on it that has a bird. So I really did like that. Again, I'm not going to unload all the pockets. We've got fabric paper here for you to play with. This is a handmade notepad. Again, some of the beautiful Britain book. You guys know how much I love, like, food. Pictures of food that's so beautifully arranged. A big, giant chippy for you. A little bit of kitty cat. Lots of fun papers to play with. You know, this is card making season, right? This, again, is from Miss R. I just thought that that was super, super, super cool. And, you know, sometimes things just kind of fall into these books, and it's like, I want to be a part of that book. I want to be a part of this experience that someone is going to get when they open this book and find all these treasures inside. More of Miss Ida's cards. Salvage script for you. This is some packaging. I went to a yard sale for the organization called FISH, F-I-S-H, here in Henrico County, and it feeds the elderly, and I love the idea of supporting any sort of small-scale food banks. I am not much for the super large scale, I'm sorry y'all, super large scale food banks. I think that it's really, really, really important to support the food and feeding organizations that are small and local. I realize that these giant corporate feed more, that kind of thing, I realize that these entities are super important, but these entities often overlook, you know, the super local, and I love to support anything that's super local. You can actually see the results of it in your community. This is a chock full pocket here. You've got chippies, you've got chippy bookmarks, there's stickers, there's a little bit of fabric in here. This is, I think this is a Mike Deacon printable. Got a little bit of Halloween in the back. And kitty cat. This is a nasturtium. I'm glad that I know what these are. We planted, well, Chris planted nasturtium on one of our teepees out in the backyard, and it was just such a beautiful flower. Again, I used this whole card from Miss Ida. It was her happy 90th birthday. The cards were very revealing, you guys, because as I'm going through and processing them, you know, we have her birthdays, her 90th birthday, and then it appears that you know, maybe after her 90th birthday, maybe she had a health issue. You start seeing get well cards, and then, you know, sadly come the sympathy cards that her family saved as well. I love this word, generational. And so this, you've got planner stickers in here, you know, if you want to use those, you know, in a planner or in a book or whatever. This is just a cutout. Reminds me of the season, reminds me of our heritage during this season, because 'tis the season to get together with family and friends, and maybe people you haven't seen in a long, long time. I don't do much traveling right now. I don't travel much at all anymore since my Jeep bit the dust, but that's okay. I'm planning on doing a little bit of traveling in in December, and another packed pocket right here for you. So there we go. Let's call this Spring Fever, even though I know that we are not in the spring season, but you know, maybe that'll cheer us up. It'll cheer us up. We'll have a little bit of spring in the middle of October and November. This is a Christmas book on the outside, got different things on the inside, but it is heavy Christmas. So I'll show this one to you. A nice, sweet little green and red beaded spine. I like the way that turned out. The closure is a snowman. We start out with We Three Kings. It's one of my favorite Christmas carols. A little bit of sparkle. These are card fronts for you to play with right here. I had some really good sangria last night. It was the first time that I had had a cocktail or a beverage since I had been unwell. And boy, I really did enjoy that glass of wine. It was really, really good. And I had some hummus and Cars crackers. When I went to the market, they had hummus. My favorite hummus is an olive tapenade, and they had it for like $1.89. I was like, yes, I'll have some of that. And Cars crackers are our favorite crackers, and they've started having those at the pound shop and also at the salvage grocery that I go to as well. I was really happy to find those suckers because they are super expensive, just like in regular grocery stores. I don't know what this kitty is, but I love it. My kitties are doing good. Their mommy and daddy are not home. But they're so much fun. They're like rowdy teenagers. I didn't put anything else in this pocket because I just really did love the angel and the baby Jesus in the manger. There's a panda here. Another card front right here for you to play with. Lots of card fronts back here. This is Florence. Florence, Italy. Just, oh, it's so pretty. I really do think I could live in Italy. I honestly do. I found it that centering, calming, peaceful. I loved it. I just loved it. This is to Aunt Ida. Happy 90th birthday. I will always remember and cherish the days of my youth when you always had a kind word, a smile on your face, and a cookie in the cookie jar. Is that not just sweet? That's how I want to be remembered. I want to be remembered for being a good and generous and sweet person. We don't think a lot about that, do we? How do we want to be remembered? I think that's probably a good thing to think about. This is cute. Santa, 2 merry blue eyes, a very little nose, a long snowy beard, and cheeks like a rose. A round chubby man, a big bulging pack. Hurrah for old Santa, we're glad he's come back. Very sweet. There is a kind of a thick felt Christmas tree right here. I really love the way this glitter brad just fit on this scrapbook paper that features old cameras. Thought that was super neato. And of course these pages are really big, you guys, so you definitely could use them for card making. This is a I forget what this is. I think it's some sort of building opening. It's like a bulletin or brochure for that. It's a big pocket here. It's got a little dream catcher in it that says hope. Just stuffed full. This is a happy birthday grandma from one of Ida's grandchildren. Look at the horses. My friends have horses. My boss, my farmer boss, has horses. Has 4, as a matter of fact. And our last pocket is right back here. So you guys, big journals instead of our minis. Lots to work with, lots of fun to be had. Remember, it is the gift giving season, and you know, at $37, these little babies are good babies to stick in somebody's stocking, or gift them in a box, or just hand to them and have some fun. Thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.